Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the one of the world calls God. Yahweh Shai is the one of the world calls Jesus Christ. Just want to skim through a few prophecies that you got going on today. France rushes aid to Mayotte after Cyclone Cheeto leaves hundreds feared dead. All right. France used ships and military aircraft to rush rescuers and supplies to Mayotte on Monday after the tiny French island territory off Africa was battered by its worst cyclone in nearly a century. Authorities fear hundreds and possibly thousands have died. Hold on. Authorities fear hundreds and possibly thousands of people have died. So, like I said, the Heavenly Father has got, a lot of people going back to the spirit world in these last days. As these days go on, the world is getting more and more dangerous. We are in the valley of the shadow of death. Now, if you're in certain parts of the world, you may be able to go to work and go home and things like that. You get hungry, you go to a different restaurant, get you some food, but really we're in the valley of the shadow of death. You got a whole bunch of diseases out. You got a whole bunch of just ways to go. You watch 1,000 Ways to Die, Dumb Ways to Die. There's a lot of ways that people are getting sent back in the spirit world. But right now, the spirit that's out is the Lord is having people just in clusters get sent back. Survivors wander right with these different natural disasters. Survivors wander through streets littered with debris, searching for water and shelter after Cyclone Cheeto leveled entire neighborhoods on Saturday when it hit Mayotte, the poorest territory of France and by extension the European Union. Yeah, let's get this in Matthew, the 24th chapter. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, and that goes into all these different natural disasters. It's a lot. That goes speaking of that, they had a supposedly a Judite woman just win Miss France. If you seen that that search. 2 Ezra 5 verse 8, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places. Oh, is this what I wanted? No, this is let me get this in the first chapter, 2 Ezra 5 verse 1. 2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Right, so you're going to have a lot of people be getting sent back to the spirit world in these last days, and one of the ways that the Lord is going to do it is by these different natural disasters. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if it was years back, but remember that landslide? I forgot where, but there was like a huge landslide or something like that killed thousands. So you see that type of stuff is out. Thousands of people just passing away. Stay right here in 2 Ezra, the 5th chapter. Got something else going on. Moving on to this. What's next for TikTok after U.S. court denies plea to pause ban? So as of right now, there's pretty much a 99% chance that TikTok, the app that the young people use and older people use, to talk and stay in touch and things like that, is getting banned. And you had a lot of different elements of truth and reality being put up on there, and also opinions and dances and folly, based off your algorithm and what you see, but you have all of that being put upon there, and now it's getting banned. This is one of the steps. Soon all the different internet websites and social medias are going to go down, and that's going to be a dope thing, because all these nonsense opinions and these nonsense words, the Lord is going to cut them out in these last days. This is TikTok plans another appeal as it faces ban on January 19th. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals on Friday rejected a temporary pause on the ban of TikTok, calling such a block unwarranted and paving the way for the Supreme Court to potentially decide the fate of the popular social video sharing app. And hearing a discussion, because a lot of people were saying like, oh, it makes it. First of all, who knows? Who knows? Ultimately, it's all the Lord's plan when and how He's going to do anything that He wants to do. But these different people, they were saying like, oh no, it's not going to get banned because a lot of money is made off the app, and it helps the U.S. economy. Look, it's not your plan, it's not your game. You guys are all peons in the Lord's game and really in Esau's game. You guys are all pawns. So don't think you have more power than you do. In April, President Joe Biden signed a bill into law that required TikTok, owned by Beijing-based ByteDance, to be sold to a non-Chinese company. The latest ruling follows last week's decision by the same appeals court to uphold the law, citing national security concerns. The Biden administration previously urged the appeals court not to issue a temporary block on the law, arguing that doing so might allow the company to wait months to appeal the case to the Supreme Court, effectively halting the law indefinitely. Right. So they're like, no. We got to get this done. So 2025 might start off with a bang with, you guys, people trying to, with that app disappearing on everybody's phone who lives in America. And they're already doing different stuff like that because in Australia, they're trying to have people under 16 not being able to use social media. The Supreme Court has an established historical record of protecting Americans' right to free speech. Yeah, right. And we expect they will do just that on this important constitutional issue, TikTok spokesperson. Yeah, and at the end of the day, we'll see, because certain people are saying like, oh, that doesn't mean the app is not gonna be on your phone. It just means there's gonna be no updates. We'll see, because at any moment things could change, and they could literally be stopped from being on you guys' phones if you're in America. End of the day, it all goes back to this. Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Right, and that's getting ready to hit the world with it on a heavy scale, because the elect is starting to be sealed more and more. And really these people, they take comfort in seeing, oh, there they go again, just out there another week, talking about their whatever. That's what these people think. But as soon as we get taken off, these highways and hedges, and the Heavenly Father has more and more of these things happen, it's about to get really active, because the time of talking is getting ready to end, and the time of action is getting ready to be here. And the Lord is going to be hitting these different places, and these different places with plagues upon plagues, earthquakes left and right, shootings left and right, food famines left and right, ideological wars left and right, chariots left and right. You see what's going on with them drones. They're talking about that on national news. Anytime you look at national news, they're talking about the drones, because they're saying it's the drones, but also, I think some of them are actually chariots. Some of them are not. They're calling some of them drones, but some of them are actually chariots. There's another thing that just happened just today. Wisconsin school shooting live updates. Teacher and student killed by another student. A teenage student opened fire at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison, Wisconsin on Monday, killing a teacher and another teenage student in the final week before Christmas break. The shooter also dead. So shooter gone, teacher gone, student gone, and a few people hit. Police said the shooter apparently was dead by suicide when officers arrived. So he went full kamikaze. Took everybody out. He went full Columbine. They went full Columbine mode. Took everybody out, then took themselves out. And those different type of what they call today crash outs. Those different type of crash outs are going to be happening more and more. And Lord's willing, hey, we ain't a part of it, but these are things that are going to happen. People going into gyms, going into stores, going into different places, and just going wild. These are the type of things that we're going to see more. So says the scriptures. Let me get this in Matthew the 24th chapter, the 12th verse. Because really, in these, as of right now, mental health is at an all-time low. You got suicides going through the roof and things like that. People are just hopeless. They're hopeless, and they're not sold on the American dream anymore. They're however old they are. There's people, kids getting depressed at 9. Committing suicide at 9, at 8. So it's a lot of it's just a lot of, yeah, it's a lot of hopelessness, a lot of frustration, all that out here. Matthew 24 verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right. So you had people's loves waxing cold. You growing up in those times, you're supposed to be riding your bikes with your friends and things like that, and figuring yourself out. These people are grabbing straps at 14, 15, and airing everything out. Get to some book of Proverbs if I can. Proverbs 29 verse 18, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Right. So, the people that don't have a vision, a hope for the future, a vision, a hope towards their life, and ultimately a vision, a hope towards the Heavenly Father, because sometimes you could have all that. And, different brothers out there, they've experienced that before. They were having whatever they believed their heart's lusts were, whether it was financially or women wise or housing wise or job wise and things like that, but things weren't completely right because their relationship with the Heavenly Father wasn't going well. So that's what it is ultimately. But yeah, when you don't got that vision, when you don't got that inner peace, when you don't got that connection, people do crazy stuff, crazy things. Let's look at here. Well, yeah, and somebody posted something like a pretty much a manifesto, things like that. It was like from a friend, but yeah, it was supposedly a girl too. Yeah, came in and aired things out. But yeah, that's what went on today. Hey, today was popping, and it's gonna continue to be popping, and Lord willing, all these things happen soon. Kingdom's gonna be dope. It's gonna be beautiful, but these different things that are going on in the world, they have to be intensified and they have to happen. World War III, Mark of the Beast, RFID microchip got to be pushed. So all these different things got to happen before the turn of Yahweh Shai. And yeah, we're just patiently waiting, patiently watching, hoping things continue and speed up, so we see the signs for the Lord to send his son back. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shai. Shalom.